Peace be with you, Trenton Garman. With regards to the B-22 legal audit, my issue with Anthony Clark Call and Jeremy McIntyre is that at this point they're both white-collar criminals. Because drinking alcohol or otherwise having substances, that's a prohibition issue, specifically if my doctor has prescribed it, or it's a question of balance, whether I was intoxicated or inebriated. Now, I know for prohibitionists, they're so stupid and low IQ that they don't even understand inebriation. They like drinking coffee and getting a little bit of caffeine after the fact. You got inebriated in caffeine. Well, Catholics actually pray for inebriation, not intoxication. So while y'all stole, they're white-collar criminals. Clark Call came at me with an erection and threatened me with a gun. At the same time, he failed to work files up and has kept my fees in Allen County. Jeremy McIntyre, who's never practiced law, is a former cop, over the ethics file of a civil rights lawyer, defrauded my brother, covered up Clark Call's stealing of my fees, then objected to me in an unethical violation of his duty because he didn't call the two lawyers that should have been researched. Melissa Isaac, she would have told him about fraud in my divorce, asked me questions about finances after I've been financially defrauded, is brokering in false records. Criminal McIntyre, you're a white-collar criminal, and you again defrauded my brother because you offered a 91-day, and it's been over 3 years, and my client's been asking for me to come back. Second thing is Brad Cornett. You can call him your white-collar criminal, Jeremy McIntyre, because you allowed a colleague to be slammed to the ground, and then rather than see the Leo assault and brutality upon an Army discharged veteran, so you never went through any military training, you never took a federal constitutional oath, Clark Call and Jeremy McIntyre, unprosecuted white-collar criminals. And they also allowed Chris Hood to defraud me out of my fees when I was in a full relationship with him and that firm. So that's the reality of it, introducing false records. And since I was a pastor at the time and I have autism, I don't care. I don't have greed of money or lust or power like you two do. But y'all are white-collar criminals, in my opinion. Jeremy's past pattern has been, as a police officer, believing civil forfeitures are normal. And just like slavery of the days past, those slave makers and slave owners were proven to be unethical and moral criminals for mistreating people. So Clark Call and Jeremy McIntyre are mistreating me, and they're engaging in radical white-collar crime, in my opinion. And they're calling me crazy and saying I've been drinking when I was in the middle of a divorce. So bless your heart, Alabama State Bar of the other 18,000. Love y'all. I'm going to stay constitutional, peaceful, honorable. Yeah, I did have a 4-star general tell me not to salute him and was appointed by the vice president of the military academy. So you two piss ants are white-collar criminals. By Jeremy, by Clark, go repent. Please convert.